Okay, yesterday was Halloween, and we got Chapter 1 of Doctor Who Flux, The Halloween Apocalypse. Just to start this off, I have to admit that I kind of cheated. I've seen it twice already. I rewatched it.
Griffin, I also have a confession. I also watched it a second time.
Okay, there you go.
I thought it was pretty good. The more I've said on it, it's grown on me.
The first time I watched it, it felt so packed. It's so packed full of stuff. That's the main issue with it, I think. It feels like it's really lacking, story, and it's just, cutting back and forth between all these characters and villains and stuff that we have no context for, just to bring up questions to set everything else up.
I agree. It lacked, I don't know, just, being its own thing. It was the pilot episode setting everything up, which I think was good, but I wish it was, its own episode.
Yeah. Do you remember those, little prequel shorts that Stephen Moffat used to do?
Yeah.
It felt like a bunch of those crammed together. And then the, story of the Doctor meeting Dan and running away from the Flux, that was still in there, but it felt like the majority of the episode were these little prequels to set things up.
Yeah. The Angels, and then the Santarans, and then, isn't that guy, the purple guy, he's the Swarm, right?
Yeah, I think he's Swarm.
He was doing his own thing.
He's interesting. He seems like he's going to become a interesting character moving forward.
See, I didn't like that. We know what the Angels do. We know what the Santarans do. So I didn't mind getting, little pieces of them in this. But with him, this being his introduction was weird.
Okay, let's talk about Dan.
I'm unopinionated at this point. He was just there. I thought he was moderately funny, I guess. Seems like a really nice guy. I don't have an opinion on him yet.
I kind of agree. I think he was pretty good. I think he's cool. Like you said, he didn't really develop much or whatever.
I hope that changes. I hope that, and it starts out this way, but in the future, he, has a purpose. We've gone over this, on how we want him to have a big thing, a big special thing that gives him a purpose here. Because I feel like if he just goes on being a regular companion, he's going to bring down this whole series.
Or just feel kind of unnecessary and irrelevant. Oh, you mentioned the dog guy.
I really liked him. I love what they did with, he seemed evil at first, but he was actually doing something good. I like all that. I liked him.
Dogs are man's best friend.
Exactly, Griffin. It makes sense. Think about it.
I'm coming back to the fact that there was too much going on. And I know it's tough to say that when you only have 6 episodes in the series, and you want to move along with stuff. You don't want to have to spend multiple episodes setting things up. But there were scenes with these in 1800s Liverpool, when they were mining something. That was one scene at the beginning.
Yeah,
that they never did anything with.
Oh, I really like what's happening with the TARDIS.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that was forced in this episode. There's so many different plot lines going on. It's you forget about that one.
But I think that's very interesting. The fact that it's malfunctioning, for one. The fact that it's dying, I want to say. We have no idea what's happening. And
yeah.
I think that
just
is
like
something
everything else.
That could be... That's a small storyline that I'm very excited to see the reasoning behind. Oh, that lady Claire.
Yeah, that's another one.
No. I'm confused on... I don't know.
I'm not sure if that scene when she got sent back in time with the Weeping Angel, that may have taken place before the scene when she talked to the Doctor. Maybe she goes back in the past and then meets the Doctor there, but future Doctor. I don't know.
So
it's too much.
You think that takes place before, their new encounter? I think that's the only thing that would make sense to me right now. Because she knows the Doctor, but apparently she hasn't been put back in time yet. But the Doctor doesn't know her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's going to be hard to judge these episodes individually on their own because it's part of one big story. So I think it's going to be kind of hard to do that, but it'll be I think this will all become clear once we've seen like where all this is leading to. But right now, it just feels like a lot of questions that they just threw at us. It looked really good. Visually, it was really
Yeah.
great. But it's been like that for the past couple of years. It's looked really good.
So the Swarm told the Doctor at one point, like, we've been battling throughout
Oh
history
yeah.
or something.
So I'm glad they're going. There was the mention of the division. They were the ones that were there when the Swarm guy like escaped. They're not just abandoning this whole timeless child thing, which is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Whether they retcon it or not remains to be seen. I'm just gonna say that I have mixed opinions on this. It's expected that it's feeling different because it is different. It's not like typical Doctor Who where they're standalone stories. So it might just take getting used to adjusting to the new format. We'll see.
Yeah.
Next week is the Sontaran Crimean War episode. Maybe we'll finally learn what the Crimean War is. That'll be good. Alright, so that's it then. We'll see you for the War of the Sontarans next time. Bye.
Bye.